I think The Marvels is such a hard film to review, but I will try to do my best. First of all, I think the main characters are pretty likable in this one. I really like their costumes, especially the one from Captain Marvel. And I think the CGI was pretty amazing. I really enjoyed my experience, I had a great night. But I don't feel like the target audience no more in this one. And context is everything. I think it's extremely hard to understand this same company made the MCU phase 1 till 3. Like, I cannot understand it. It feels so out of place. Oh, and the budget of this film is $200 million higher than John Wick 3. I think the writing and the directing of the movie really suffered a lot. It was a mess. It didn't achieve anything in my opinion, or not much. And the villain was the worst one I've ever seen. Anytime the villain was on screen, I had already forgotten her. I was like, oh yeah, she's in the movie. And I'm not even kidding, I actually forgot she was a threat. Every time she was on screen, I was like, oh yeah, she's in this? I think the plot was pretty weak. Well, I get it, Captain Marvel is extremely overpowered and she has no weaknesses. So it's really hard to write her in a story because she can basically fix anything instantly. So they found a way to nerf her in a way. You can say like, okay, I get it, makes sense, but it felt kinda odd, and the main goal they try to reach throughout the film is like, couldn't you just do this 30 years ago? Like, it's really weird. It's just really weird. I think the film also had a lot of unnecessary side stuff that I couldn't really place, like I didn't really enjoy it that much. For example, there is a town that sings and dances a lot, like, not going to spoil it, but it just felt extremely out of place for me. For example, if Deadpool was placed in that situation, I think it would be pretty funny and fitting and goofy. But to place Captain Marvel in the same situation, it felt just weird to me. I just didn't knew how to react, and I was just sitting there like... And I think a lot of stuff just got cut for the final film, and that's the reason why it just jumps from event to event out of nowhere. And Kamala also had one scene with a big revelation, and it was a great opportunity to grow her character, like how will she react, but they just dropped it. Like, it was so weird sometimes. And I hated to call this film horrible or bad. I don't think it's bad, I just think it's not for me. I think I just expected something big with a lot of hidden details and something to think about. It's more a movie of let's just watch it, enjoy it and forget about it. What I really enjoyed about the old MCU is you could just watch a film and watch another video about it, pointing out like, this is connected this way and these are the Easter eggs and this is smart because of that, and it's like, oh my god, this is genius, this is so fun, everything is so connected and thought out, and this is like, let's just watch it and forget about it. It's like a fun time when you're watching it, but it feels out of place for me. And I don't know where this is going. And that's the reason I had such a hard time reviewing this. It is a fine film, but it's a weird Marvel film, I think. And I don't know if I am the target audience anymore for this kind of stuff. Because Guardians 3 was amazing, Loki Season 2 is pretty fun, and then this is something different. But on the other hand, the werewolf movie they made last year was something completely different as well. And it works. Deadpool is something completely different as well. And it's amazing, it's one of their best stuff. But it's also not the MCU. But it is now. It's just confusing. Let me know what you think about the movie.